to be ready to be entertained. Bye!
You know, every once in a while, a movie comes along that feels like it wasn't just made to entertain kids, but to wake up the kid inside all of us. And the moment I saw the first trailer for Sony Pictures Animation's GOAT, I felt that spark hit instantly. If you grew up loving underdog stories, sports movies, or any film where heart beats brute strength, stay right here. Trust me, you're gonna want to hear this one. And hey, while you're listening, drop a quick like so YouTube knows you enjoy these deep dive breakdowns. It helps more than you think. So let me take you straight into this wild world. GOAT is an original, high-energy, all-animal action comedy set in a universe where every creature from rhinos to Komodo dragons to giraffes competes in a brutal, high-speed, full-contact sport called Roarball. Our unlikely hero? A small goat named Will, voiced by Caleb McLaughlin, who refuses to let size, power, or even an entire species hierarchy stop him from chasing the spotlight. And as someone who loves underdog arcs, this grabbed me immediately. The trailer opens with Will taking his first step into a world where he absolutely does not belong, at least according to everyone else. The pro leagues are dominated by massive, muscular predators, and the idea of a tiny goat showing up to try out is treated as a joke. But that's exactly why his journey hits harder. If you've ever been underestimated, you'll relate instantly. And yay, that subtle emotional hit, that's Sony Animation's signature touch. Now, here's the fun part. Stranger Things stars Caleb McLaughlin and David Harbour reunite in this film. Not as survivors of a supernatural nightmare this time, but as a goat and a rhino. I mean, come on. That alone could have sold the movie. Their chemistry translates surprisingly well into animation. McLaughlin's Will is small but unstoppable, while Harbour voices Archie Everhart, a hulking black rhinoceros who's built like a tank and plays like one too. And hovering above all of this, Stephen Curry himself. Yes, the Stephen Curry. He's not just producing, he's also voicing Lenny, a giraffe athlete with championship energy written all over him. The casting already feels like a love letter to sports fans, especially basketball lovers. The trailer shows Will stepping into the arena for the first time, tiny legs shaking, ears twitching, the stadium full of beasts who could squash him flat without even noticing. It's one of those classic scenes where you can almost hear the crowd laughing under their breath. And right there, the film starts building the emotional hook. Will isn't here because he thinks he can win. He's here because he refuses to accept a world where only the biggest creatures get a chance. I love stories like this. They sneak in life lessons without preaching. And if you're still watching this breakdown, seriously, drop a comment telling me which animal you would choose to play as in Roarball. I'm curious. But let's talk animation for a second. GOAT is created by the same studio behind Across the Spider-Verse, which is already a massive selling point. The movement, the color palette, the kinetic energy, it all feels sharp, modern, and aggressive in the best way. Roarball looks like a mix of roller derby, football, rugby, and Mario Kart. It's chaotic, fast, dangerous, and honestly, kinda awesome. And the supporting cast, stacked. Nicola Coughlan, Nick Kroll, Gabrielle Union, Patton Oswalt, Jennifer Hudson, Aaron Pierre. The list goes on. It's rare for an animated film to pull a cast this heavy for an original concept, but Sony clearly believes GOAT has serious franchise potential. One of the best shots in the trailer shows Will and his entire team, giraffe, ostrich, Komodo dragon, rhino, huddled together in a dark theater reviewing game footage, almost like a real NBA locker room. It's goofy, but heartfelt, and that balance is what makes the movie feel like it could land with both kids and adults. The emotional core of the story revolves around proving yourself in a world that tells you you don't belong here. Will is literally the smallest creature in a sport built for giant monsters, but his determination becomes the biggest thing in the movie. And honestly, how do you not root for that? And of course, there's the inevitable clash between Will and his idol Jet Fillmore, voiced by Gabrielle Union, a legendary Black Panther player who doesn't exactly welcome rookies with open arms. Their dynamic feels like classic hero meets unapproachable icon tension, and I'm already invested. GOAT drops February 13th, 2026, and with Sony Pictures Animation's recent streak Across the Spider-Verse, KPOP Demon Hunters, the bad guys, it feels like they're on another run of wins. This might be the next big animated hit. If Will becomes the next animated underdog icon, I wouldn't be surprised. Thanks for sticking around for this breakdown. Tap the like button if you want more deep dives like this, and drop your thoughts below. Do you think GOAT could become Sony's next major franchise? And hey, subscribe if you want to keep exploring the latest trailers, movies, and shows with me. See you in the next one.